I'm messed up in the head and I still question why I never spoke up. I, 20M, have been in a really deep in my thoughts lately. And one of these thoughts or questions in this case is why am I the way I am? And what caused me to be this way? I've narrowed it down to core memories and events. Such as my first kiss. One thing that everyone remembers vividly is the time they lost their virginity. And I think I've been heavily influenced by it. When I was growing up, my mother and father were split up just before my second birthday. I grew up in a okay neighborhood. All up until middle school. I finished 6th grade in my hometown and due to a lot of reasons I ended up attending 3 different schools after that year. I ended up meeting this shy girl in 8th grade. She had a sweet and caring attitude but, also had a body that all the other boys wanted. Just had more curves than the other girls. She took a liking to me because I was the new kid but also because I invited her to sit with me during English class. No other intention but to let her have a seat because she was just wandering around nervous and scared to sit next to someone. I still think about her to this day. First love if you will. A couple months passed and she really took a liking to me and so did I. We started dating and having our parents drive us to the movie theaters, each other's houses, etc. It was everything I could ever want. I finally felt like I had a constant beside my family. As our parents gained trust in each other and our relationship, they began to be more easygoing. For example, letting us watch a movie in the living room by ourselves instead of with us. And about 7 months into our relationship my GF and her mom invited me to the beach with her. It was a 5-day trip in the beach and was paid for by her mom. I felt guilty being an expense but wanted to see the beach for the first time. So, I went. It was great, cuddled up going down there and enjoying the time with her. We arrive at the hotel/condo and unpack. She has to sleep with her mom, I sleep on the couch and her brother had his own room. After getting settled in, we grabbed dinner and swam in the pool by the beach. Even went for a walk on the beach alongside her mom. As the night was winding down, we were all showered and in our respective rooms. Except my girlfriend was sitting on the couch cuddled up to me enjoying a movie. She starts touching me from my chest to my waist. This was the first time she'd ever touched me like that. It was new and I didn't know what to say because I was uncomfortable. But, I thought if I said anything it'd make the trip awkward and she'd be mad at me. Well, I let her continue and then she kissed my neck, which was also new. I couldn't believe it. She was trying to seduce me. But, little ol' me was innocent. I got a boner and she started stroking it through the shorts I had on. So she told me to grab her. Everywhere. I did but, again. I was in fear of what would happen if I didn't. I'm not sure why but, I was. Eventually she pulled my shorts down and hers as well. Went into a spooning position and slid back and forth towards me. Which I enjoyed but, I was shitting bricks. Not only because I was inside of her but, because her family could walk out any moment. We enjoy it for a couple minutes but, I don't finish and she doesn't either. We just embrace and are in shock we just did that. She gets called into her mom's room soon after and she has to go to sleep. We kissed goodnight and I got up and washed my hands, dick, and thighs off. I felt great in one end because I did it. But, also violated because I felt like I was in a position to not be able to say no. I felt like I'd be wrong if I did. Fast forward, she gets really connected and I have to end it after 15 months. I also moved schools again. Not to mention she wanted sex every time we were alone after that beach trip. It's my freshman year at a new school and I meet some friends in the higher grades, 11th, 12th. It was in art class. They invited me to go get something to eat and then take me home. My mom said no for the first week but, she let me get taken home with them after I missed the bus. I got food paid for by them and thought they were nice for that. Well, come time to go home and the guy, let's call him John, is driving, pulls over and lets the girl, Mia, in the back seat with me. It was weird but, she made up some excuse to be there. Well, John passed my house and parked in a nearby street where housing was being built so no one was there. I asked why we were here? And can I get dropped off? My mom will kill me. And they both laughed. I tried to get out but it was child locked. I couldn't get out. I started panicking. They pulled my pants down and Mia grabbed my dick and started to suck it while John held my hands back. I couldn't do anything but cry and yell. Mia covered my mouth and still sucked. And then they told me if I didn't fuck her, I'd be jumped and left in the dirt while they stole my phone. It lasted for what felt like hours but realistically maybe 10 minutes. I didn't finish but, my dick wouldn't get hard enough anymore. They kicked me out and I still don't know why I never reported them or told anyone. It was so fucked up but, all I could wish was that I had my ex-girlfriend back because at least I actually cared about her. I haven't had a girlfriend since 8th grade and fear that my sex life will forever be scarred from my experiences as a 13 to 14-year-old. Please. I don't need any more judgment on my decisions while I was a kid. I've been hard enough on myself. But, if there's any advice on how to move forward with my life then please share. I still think about these events almost daily and I hate it. Update, I've read through all of the replies and I've been overwhelmed with all of the responses. I plan on finding a therapist/psychiatrist that specializes in childhood sexual trauma. Just have to make the time to do so. I do have a question though. As I think about this in a different way, I find myself wanting closure or an explanation. Specifically from John and Mia. I know I can get a hold of them through mutuals and social media. I'd ask them both why? Why did it have to happen? What made you decide to? Was it planned? Because, the child lock is no coincidence, questions like that. I mean, they are 23 and 24 now. I think I'm allowed to ask them. I don't care about judgment from them. But, I need answers. And John was a fairly popular kid and Mia was the valedictorian. She was a goofy two-shoes kind of girl in everyone's eyes. So obviously I didn't want to speak up. That social status is automatically a tool to use against the new freshman. Anyways, they never even acknowledged what happened throughout the year and I moved after that year. Well, the final question for you all is: should I reach out to either one of them? If yes, what should I say to them if I do?